All right, let me go around the horn. Let me check in with everybody. Let me get everybody's answer to the trivia question. But first, we go to the Never Not Funny weather desk. And we, by the way, speaking of weather, Pat, you must be sad. Jerry Taft, of course, passed away last week.
I know. I saw that. That was a bummer. Yeah, I saw he and Mark Giangreco, I guess, had a great friendship. And Mark Giangreco had a great post about it. Yeah, people were bummed out about that.
I saw that. Obviously, it's sad when anybody dies, but that was one of those that some Chicagoans were maybe overreacting to how much they knew Jerry Taft, the weatherman. And like somebody's like, this one really hits hard. Does it? Does it? Local weatherman passing ruined your... Okay.
You know how it is. We get attached to people out here. We don't like any change. Any kind of change. Like, people just thought the guy was going to live forever, I guess.
Well, you know what?
Is he still working?
Was he still working, Pat?
No, he did retire a couple of years ago.
I mean,
he tried to prepare. He did try to prepare us. He tried to
get us ready for this big day.
But it's still really
still stung for some folks. I will tell you this to that point. Growing up, and maybe even too late in life, I assumed that the world all knew who like Joan Esposito was, or Ron Majors. Like I assumed. Well, that's the news person. Everybody knows who those people are, and then you realize, no, each city has their own individual local news person, and nobody knows who Fahey Flynn is other than you.
Yeah,
your circle of friends, idiot.
I did feel that way, like watching The Last Dance. So I don't know if you guys got into that.
Yeah,
but that was so Chicago on display, and like Giangreco had a cameo, and a lot of Chicago people there. That seemed to be like our heyday, looking back. Jordan playing courtsides like Siskel and Oprah, and really gave people from Chicago confidence. Like we had swagger then, kind of put us on the map, the 90s.
Finally, before that, it was that fucking fire. Nothing.
It was that fire. And then the Bears.
The Bears in 85. They're good, Jim. They're good. The Bears, and it's a good thing you got your mom out of here, Jim. They're coming.
That's my Pete Schwab story. Mike Toomey said, when you meet Pete Schwab, you got to get a Monsters of the Midway reference in. So we were working together during the Bears season, and I was like, you watching the game tomorrow? He's like, yeah. And I was like, Monsters of the Midway, like trying to bring it in. I just met the guy, but Toomey put me up to it. You could see wash over his face like, oh, this guy sucks.
Right. He probably had to be so conflicted too. Like, well, I like this guy, but he just said the most overused, doesn't understand sports phrase. What do I say? How do I compute?
Right.
There was Pete's other great one that he heard was about the Bulls. And the Bulls, if somebody comes into a bar and goes, hey, the Bulls won. And a guy turns and goes, was Jordan key in that game? Yeah, Jordan was key in that game. Guy that doesn't understand the game. Of course he was. It's Michael fucking.
That's great. Did Jordan contribute?
How did Jordan do? He did great. All right, Garen Cockrell's over there at the Never Not Funny Weather Desk, sponsored by thepopculturebees.com, which is sponsored by dogpile.com. Garen, how's Van Nuys, California today? What's the weather in Van Nuys today?
Oh, Jimmy, we're looking at a balmy 81 degrees in Van Nuys, California. I'm, of course, in Sherman Oaks, California, where I'm sure the temperature is the same.
Very similar, you think?
Very similar.
Considering that you're lying, that you're in Van Nuys?
Maybe a degree or two different. You never,
I've got
much
some
like
news
the median
here.
income level.
Again, I'm as you know, I'm in real Sherman Oaks, and it's 79 here.
79? And what are you looking at, Garen?
I'm in North Sherman Oaks, Matt.
Right, which is known as Van Nuys.
We're looking at 81 degrees.
81, a little hotter. Well, it's more north. Pat, what are you looking at? My father texted me yesterday and said it was like 90-something degrees. Our friend Jason Benetti described the weather yesterday at the Sox game as a pizza oven.
Ugh.
Yes, hot. You got the temperature, and then you got what it feels like too, Jimmy. We like to talk about what it feels like.
Give me that. What do you got going over there, Pat?
It's probably like 89, 90.
All right. And what's it feel like?
It feels like Jerry Taft is dead.
Well, we lost. Like. This one stings, Pat.
I can't talk. Why you bring up the weather now? I don't know what it is. Didn't you hear? My source died.
To hear the whole conversation, subscribe for free on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts, or visit nevernotfunny.com.